Why happiness is the most important thing in life. Everybody wants to be happy, and no one really goes around trying to be unhappy. Knowing more information about the science of being happy and why it is so important in your life can help you, and it can help you to help others. When children are young, they are asked what they want to be when they're older. They might say things like a princess, a ballerina, a cowboy, or an astronaut. When I was a kid, I always wanted to be a doctor. When I was 3, I would introduce myself to people as Dr. Zoe Pabst. I'm not sure why I wanted to be a doctor in the first place. When I was in middle school and high school, I'd do more research on different jobs that I might want to do, and I never could find something that I would truly be happy doing. Now, I realized how important being happy really is to me and how much I cherish self-care and happiness over almost anything. And that is what has led me to do more research on happiness and inform everyone on why happiness should be the most important thing in your life. Being happy can help your life in many ways, most of those being general things such as your overall health. Your mental health is obviously affected by your happiness or unhappiness also. Today I'll be explaining why it is just so important to be happy and why happiness should be the ultimate goal. So, why is happiness so important then? In your life, many things can and will happen. You can do whatever it is that you set your mind to. You can be happy in different ways also. Maybe for some of you, happiness is going to school for 8 or more years to be a surgeon or a lawyer or some other job that takes a lot of time and hard work to get to. If you're happy, it will be so worth it, and that'll be more worth it than anything else. Maybe success is your happiness, but the point is that no matter how successful you are, your number one focus should be to be happy. Because no matter how successful you are, if you're not happy, you're not successful. What is the secret to building a successful company? Well, the Happy Startup School looks into this, and they found that the more successful companies were, the more they built their company on happiness. Happiness is the new business model. They're choosing happiness over profits, which I feel as though every company and every person should be doing. So many people in the world just have a mind that screams money all day, every day. Not as many people's minds scream happy, which they should. By balancing and placing customers and employees' happiness above all else, companies such as Zappos and Southwest Airlines have built a stronger foundation for their company, which in the end leads to more success. What is the value of being happy? If you're unhappy with your life, everyone around you can tell. If you're unhappy with your life, change it. Be happy and successful. Be happy and unsuccessful. As long as you're happy, you can do anything. When people know that you're unhappy, they might start to not want to be a part of your life or business. They could try to help, but no one except you can actually do anything about it. According to The Guardian and their article, What Does Happiness Matter?, some people might suggest that there are more things to worry about in your life than happiness, while others suggest that happiness is vitally important and should be the main focus in every person's life. Either of those statements could potentially be true, according to your brain and the way you set your priorities. On the other hand, though, according to science, only one of those statements is true. Living and leading a happy life is not about being happy all the time, which is what some people brought up when I told them my speech topic. And no, I'm not happy all the time, and neither are you, but that doesn't mean that I don't try to focus on my happiness, and you guys shouldn't either. When trying to live a happy life, you can't forget about the negative impacts either. In the words of a biochemist turned Buddhist monk, Matthew Ricard, happiness is a deep sense of flourishing, not a mere pleasurable feeling or fleeting emotion, but an optimal state of being. You don't need to be happy all the time. That's not the goal. But the end goal is to be happy. And in order to do that, one of the things that you need to do is be able to focus on both the good and the bad. And you have to accept them for what they are. So, a few factors is that everyone is different, happiness comes in different ways, and happiness is most often a choice. How will being happy or unhappy actually affect your life? Happiness will affect almost everything in your life. Some examples are the way you look at things, the way you approach things, and your whole personality and being. When people are unhappy, they are more likely to make mistakes or argue with people or do unreasonable and wrong things. According to the Happiness Show, happiness really is something we depend on because in the end, happiness is really all we have. You might think your parents or your friends or your job or education is all you have, but those are nothing without happiness. Those are just the things that make you you and what makes you happy. When it all comes down to it, happiness is all you have in life. Living your whole life unhappy would be a life full of regrets. It's a choice to be happy or unhappy. Live your best life. Make the choice to be happy. So these graphics just show what is happiness and 7 simple things that you need to accept to be happy. So how will your life be different if you make the choice to be happy? In life, you make choices, a lot of choices. Do you ever think about the choice that you make and how they'll affect your life in the long run? Probably not. A lot of people make choices without thinking, and most of the time these choices lead to being the right choice and affect your life and happiness in the best way possible. But other times, making choices on the fly can affect your life in a negative way and affect your happiness poorly. According to the life coach expert, happiness can make a massive impact on the way you live your life. Happiness can also have the domino effect on your life and the people in contact with you. Starting our day out by saying, "I'll be happy, today will be a good day," can help you greatly. You should try it out sometime. The people in contact with you can also see you as a happy and content person, which may lead them to be happier too. By being happy with your life, you can affect your life and many others greatly. So how does the science behind being happy affect all of this? The science behind having a happy life might be controversial, with many people claiming success should be the most important, or being known for something, or something huge and amazing like that. But do the successful, important, well-known people get there by being unhappy? No. Psych Central asks, is the purpose of life happiness? What is happiness? And is that the aim of life? Is it the same definition of happiness for everyone? Do we know what it really means to be happy? Well, according to Psych Central, the simple answer is no. Some people believe that the meaning of happiness is your successfulness and your satisfactions in life. Others believe that happiness is the sense and purpose of having a meaningful life. Both are defined as happiness, and neither one is more right than the other. There is no way to happiness. Happiness is the way, Thich Nhat Hanh, a Buddhist monk, once said. What does that really mean? Well, you have to interpret it in your own way, figure out your own happiness, and don't let others tell you what happiness means to you. Some things I want to leave you all to think about. If you get anything out of this speech, this is what it should be. Success is nothing if you're not happy. What's worse than having everything you ever dreamed of and then realizing that you are not happy at all? Happiness is the end goal of all human behavior, and out of everything you can and will accomplish in life, finding fulfillment is the highest end you will ever receive, and happiness is fulfillment. By first finding happiness, you can end up boosting your success, which is what we all want, right? Success and happiness. No matter what you decide to do with your life, you should make sure that you live your life full of inspiration and happiness. Happiness is the absolute most important thing in life, and should be everyone's ultimate goal. Forgive, but don't forget. Love, live your life the way you want to. Work hard for your goals and appreciate the people who have helped you reach your goals. If you're in a job that you're not happy at, but quitting could mess up your life or lifestyle, just quit. It is never worth it to be unhappy. There are other jobs out there. Live your best life and make the choice to be happy. And a few things that I wanted to also say at the end, some initial steps to a happier life. Smile, exercise, get plenty of sleep, eat healthy, be grateful, give someone a compliment, breathe deeply, acknowledge the unhappy moments, keep a journal, and face stress head on.